Hello, hello, my love. Welcome back to my channel for another pick your card reading video. And if you're new around here, welcome. I'm Sam, and today we got 3 cards from the Untethered Soul card deck by Michael Singer. And I really love this card deck, so let's get right into it. There's 3 cards. Pick a card right now, and let's go. Card number 1, if you picked card number 1. So the phrase on the outside of the card says living life. There we go. And the message on the other side, the affirmation, the positive message is you should be experiencing the life that's happening to you, not the one you wish was happening. Don't waste a moment of life trying to make other things happen. Appreciate the moments you are given. This one is really beautiful because I know quite a few of my clients have this very common problem where, they wish for another life. They're like, oh, if only I was wishing to a different family or had a different mom or, I was raised differently, then, things would be different. And it's like, okay, yeah, things would be a lot different if you were, not born in a first world country and you didn't have the parents that you have right now. For another life is really a waste of your energy, and it's going to bring you completely out of alignment with the universe. So you should really focus on the life that you have, what is good going on for you right now, and not wishing for a different life. You can create a different future for yourself by making changes right now, but you can't change the past. You can't change what family you were born into, what country you were born in, or what country you currently live in right now. You can change your future, but you can't change your past. That's why it's called the past. It has passed us already. Really wishing on, having a different life is such a waste of energy, and it's such a waste of your life because then you can't enjoy the one that you were given. Like it says, like, don't waste a moment of life trying to make other things happen. And that's another thing that's coming up for me for this card is, you might want to do this one thing and it might not happen for you like over and over and over again. And, there could be 2 things. Either this is not meant for you or this is not meant for you right now. And to be aligned with the universe will then make it happen for you. For example, my card deck. I've been wanting to create this card deck for 2 years. Things keep getting in my way and getting in my way. And then it wasn't a priority. And then it was. And I was so teeter-tottering back and forth with creating my card deck that it didn't actually occur until, last month that I finally got it printed and was starting to sell this. So you have to be aligned with the universe for things to happen for you that are meant for you. And then there's also other things that, either I was accepted into a program or I was working on a process of getting accepted into a program. And then I was like, you know what? This isn't what I want to do. This is not aligned with me. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. You can have realizations like that. So instead of focusing on what you don't have in the life that you wish that you had, enjoy the life that you do, and you can create a better future for yourself. Card number 2. So this one says living life on the outside as well. Just relax and release and deal only with what's left in front of you. You do not need to worry about the rest. So this one's really about taking it day by day, worrying about it before something happens. You're going to experience the stress twice. For example, I was scared that I had melanoma, like skin cancer, a type of skin cancer, because I thought I had something start to appear on my breast. So I had to go to my family doctor and get a referral for a dermatologist here in town. I had to wait months I had to wait, I think 2 or 3 months for them to call me and to book an appointment. And then still from that point, it was 3 or 4 months down the road for me to actually go see a dermatologist. And I remember I was talking to my friend about like how stressed I was about this. I'm like, oh, like what if I have melanoma? Like that would change my life. And he's like, well, they haven't told you that. Like, why are you worrying about this right now? Like focus on your life, what's going on right now. Like you still need to work, you still need to enjoy life with your dog and, all the things that are going right. But you're consumed by, what if I have melanoma and, it's going to change my life. Deal with that when it comes. You're going to put yourself through twice the amount of stress by worrying about it right now when you don't even have your appointment for 3 to 4 months from now. And that was a huge wake up call for me because I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I've been spending weeks already worrying about this. And it's like, hey, when are they going to call? And like, you know what if I'm diagnosed with this? And it's like, okay, that's worst case scenario. Best case scenario is it's nothing. And there's no issues. So instead of focusing on, this is my end thing and like worrying about it, it's like, okay, well, I'm still going to live my current life. And when the time comes, yeah, I might be nervous a couple of days leading up to it because I'm going to finally get my answer. But instead of worrying for 3 to 4 months and building up my stress and causing potentially other health problems because of the stress, it's so much better to just like let that go and wait until it comes so you don't put yourself through twice as much stress. So relax and release. Like that is huge. Card number 3. This one says experiencing energy on the back. And the message is a wise person remains centered enough to let go every time the energy shifts into a defensive mode. The moment the energy moves, relax and release. Letting go means falling behind the energy instead of going into it. So, this could be a reminder to check in with your emotions and what really triggers you. So, for example, it's really easy to get into heated arguments with someone and to elevate your emotions, get frustrated, get angry, get upset, and start screaming and yelling at the other person. When you're centered in your energy and you feel that shift go into the defensive mode, you're going to be able to let yourself just pass through that. You're not going to sit there in that defensive mode. You're going to be able to have your emotions in check in certain situations like that. And you're going to be with a clear head. So, for example, you start to get into an argument with your spouse, your sibling, a friend of yours about whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. And normally you would get very heated, you would get very upset, your voice would start to get louder, and your tone would become in very that defensive mode. And now you're able to stay calm and you don't say anything that you don't mean, because how many times have you gotten into an argument or some sort of situation where you've just yelled awful things at this other person? When you've come down from your emotions, you're like, oh my God, I feel so terrible. Like I would have never said anything like that, feeling the way I do now. And, I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from. And I don't actually mean any of that because it came from a place of anger and I couldn't actually think straight because my emotions were in the way. And that's the same thing, because when your emotions are in check, you can stay calm in that heated situation. And I've had people scream at me, and I'm just kind of like, okay. And I've stayed in a completely calm situation. It's taken me years to figure out, okay, how do I stop arguing with people? Like, how do I stay calm in a situation? And it's literally just having your emotions in check and figuring out what triggers you. Even if someone says something so hurtful for you, you can literally take a deep breath and be like, you know what? This isn't about me. Or, even if it is about me, I'm not going to take offense to this because I'm going to keep my emotions in check. They're trying to poke or prod me. And, I'm not going to let them win. I'm not going to let my emotions take control, get this into a situation where I'm going to say things that I'm going to regret and things that I don't even mean. When you feel that energy, relax and release. One really great exercise is literally to take 1 to 3 deep breaths before you say something, because it's so easy to just talk, but it's hard when you have to breathe deeply like that 1 to 3 times, like 1 to 3 breaths. It's going to give you time, give your brain time to take in that information and then have a response for it. This could just be a reminder to check out what your triggers are. Then you can avoid getting in really heated arguments where you say something that you don't mean. That's what I have for today, the 3 cards. And if you want to build your confidence with my card deck, Confident AF, if it's not sold out yet, then go over to bit.ly/confident bundle and get your bundle for only $55 Canadian, free shipping to Canada and the US. And you can build your confidence today and start going after the life that you want. I will see you next time.